This video compares two software tools. An AI voice walks you through everything clearly. Let's start directly with Simply Wall Street pricing, because this platform is very clear about how it tiers access. There is a free plan that costs $0 forever, but it is heavily limited. On the free tier, you only get a handful of company reports per month, a single portfolio with a small number of holdings, one watch list, and very limited screeners, alerts, and risk-reward updates. This plan works mainly as a visual demo of the platform rather than something you would rely on seriously for ongoing investing decisions. The real value starts with the premium plan, which is priced at around $10 per month when billed annually. This tier unlocks a much larger monthly allowance of company reports, multiple portfolios with more holdings, several watch lists, and access to stock screeners and alerts. You also gain brokerage syncing and priority support, which immediately shifts Simply Wall Street from a passive research site into something you can actually integrate with your portfolio workflow. At the top end is the Unlimited plan, which is priced at roughly $21 per month when billed yearly. This removes almost all usage caps. You get unlimited company reports, more portfolios, unlimited holdings, more watch lists, and expanded screeners and alerts. Risk and reward updates are no longer restricted, and brokerage syncing is included by default. This tier is clearly designed for active long-term investors who want to research many companies without worrying about monthly limits. Feature-wise, Simply Wall Street focuses heavily on visual storytelling. Instead of dense tables and spreadsheets, it breaks down companies into simple visual diagrams that show future growth, financial health, dividends, valuation, and risk factors. You can quickly understand how a company makes money, whether it is profitable, how much debt it carries, and how analysts expect it to perform. The platform also supports global markets, uses standardized financial data, and offers fair value estimates paired with narrative explanations rather than raw numbers alone. Portfolio tracking is another strong point. You can monitor performance, diversification, and risk exposure across your holdings, and receive automated updates when something materially changes in a company you own or watch. Alerts are designed to be educational rather than reactive, which makes this tool especially appealing to long-term investors who want clarity instead of noise. On the pro side, Simply Wall Street is extremely beginner-friendly, visually intuitive, and excellent for understanding businesses at a glance. It works well across global markets and avoids overwhelming users with unnecessary complexity. The downside is that it may feel too simplified for advanced traders, and many of the most useful features are locked behind paid plans with strict limits unless you go unlimited. If you want deep analyst rankings, trading signals, or tactical ideas, this platform is more about understanding than action. It's also worth noting that Simply Wall Street's value really depends on how you invest. If you're someone who checks markets daily or trades frequently, the platform can feel slow and restrictive compared to tools built for short-term decision-making. Now shifting to stock analysis pricing, this platform takes a more traditional data-first approach to investment research. Stock analysis offers a free tier that is ad-supported and limited in scope. On the free plan, users get access to basic financial data, limited historical information, capped ETF holdings, restricted corporate actions, and fewer tools overall. It's useful for quick checks and casual research, but it's clearly designed as an entry point rather than a full research solution. The pro plan is where most of the value begins. When billed annually, pricing typically comes in at the lower single-digit range per month. This plan unlocks unlimited access to financial data across a massive universe of global stocks and funds, unlimited watch lists and portfolios, extended financial and dividend history spanning decades, advanced analyst filtering, the ability to save custom stock screeners, and access to hundreds of indicators in customizable data tables. Ads are removed, downloads to Excel and CSV are expanded, and mobile apps are included. Above that is the Unlimited plan, which builds on Pro and removes remaining restrictions. This tier allows unlimited downloads, unlimited stocks per watchlist, and broader access across the entire platform. It's designed for users who frequently export data, build large datasets, or rely heavily on screening and comparison workflows. A money-back guarantee is typically offered, which reduces risk for users who want to test the platform seriously. Feature-wise, stock analysis focuses on depth and scale. It excels at delivering long financial histories, detailed income statements, balance sheets, cash flow data, dividend records, analyst forecasts, and corporate actions in a clean, data-centric layout. Screeners are flexible and powerful, making it easy to filter stocks by fundamentals, growth metrics, valuation ratios, and analyst expectations. Compared to visual-first platforms, stock analysis assumes users are comfortable interpreting raw financial data and building conclusions themselves. The strengths of stock analysis lie in its affordability, breadth of data, and efficiency. It's especially attractive to DIY investors who want fast access to clean financials, long-term histories, and customizable screening without paying premium prices. On the downside, it lacks the narrative explanations and visual storytelling that help beginners understand businesses intuitively. It also places more responsibility on the user to interpret data correctly, rather than guiding conclusions. Looking at public perception, Simply Wall Street holds a strong Trustpilot rating of around 4.3 stars, based on thousands of reviews, often praised for clarity, accessibility, and educational value. StockAnalysis.com scores even higher at around 4.7 stars on Trustpilot, though based on a much smaller number of reviews. This suggests high satisfaction among its niche user base, but ratings should always be viewed in context and checked for recency, as review volumes and experiences can change over time. Final takeaway: if your priority is understanding individual companies visually and building long-term conviction through fundamentals without drowning in data, Simply Wall Street is the better fit. If you want fast, affordable access to deep financial data, long histories, and powerful screeners that let you do your own analysis, Stock Analysis delivers exceptional value. It also comes down to how much structure you want in your research process. Stock Analysis gives you raw power and speed, but it assumes you already know what to look for and how to interpret the numbers. For experienced investors, that freedom is a major advantage. For newer investors, it can feel like staring at a spreadsheet without context. Simply Wall Street fills that gap by explaining the story behind the numbers, while Stock Analysis excels at giving you the numbers themselves. If this comparison helped, hit like, subscribe for more honest investing software breakdowns, and click the link below to explore the platform that actually fits how you research, analyze, and invest day to day.